Ling Zhen asked Lin that don't Lin only have the summoning and corpse explosion skill. If there are no corpses and Lim can't summon, wouldn't he be useless? Lin didn't reply. Instant is raised his hand and summoned a skeleton warrior. Lin warned Ling Zhen that if it weren't because of the academy, Ling Zhen would be dead by now. Skeleton warrior jumped to attack Ling Zhen, but Ling Zhen didn't dodge. Instead, he pulled out a purple stone and smashed it. Lin's skeleton warriors turned into dust and returns back into summoning space. Lin was little confused. He checked, but it looks like his skill has been sealed. He can't summon any skeletons. Ling Zhen laughs like crazy and asks Lin if see that. He told Lin that this is a summon seal, talisman specially made to deal against summoners. He shouted that now Lin can't summon, and there are no corpses around. Lin is completely useless. He raised his wand and used his Rain of Fire skill. Ling Zhen told Lin that if he can't kill Lin today, he'll at least let Lim experience the pain of burning. Lin thought this pretentious bastard is crazy. Let's see how long he can last. Ning Tyron said that Ling Zhen is playing dirty. He used a summon seal talisman, which is specifically designed against summoners. Meng Anwen said it seems that someone behind him is targeting Lin Moyu, because that talisman is an intermediate grade item and should not be something Ling Zhen could have obtained. Bai Shen asked them to just watch. Ling Zhen will pay the price for it. Ling Zhen attack, Lin with fire, Lin call, Ling Zhen stupid, and use his skeleton armor for defense. Lin was fully covered in fire. Lin said, it's good thing Ling Zhen passed level 20, if not, Lin wouldn't be able to use level 20 skills. Ling Zhen laughs like crazy saying that his skills are too powerful. He asked Lin that how does it feel to be burnt alive. But when fire get down, Lin comes out unscratched from it. Lin's skeleton armor worked perfectly. Ling Zhen was shocked because that's impossible. He was confused that why isn't his skill working against Lin. Ling Zhen said, it's impossible. He again used his fire magic to attack Lin, but Lin's skeleton armor is too overpowered. Ling Zhen used different type of magic, but none of them work against Lin's skeleton armor. After Ling Zhen use everything he had, he stop. Lin again taunt him if Ling Zhen is done, because he is getting bores after seeing Ling Zhen's weak skills. Lin used Soul Blaze on Ling Zhen. Ling Zhen's whole body was on fire. He started screaming in pain. He started vomiting blood, and blood started coming out of Ling Zhen's eyes. Divine Healer immediately comes to heal Ling Zhen. Divine Healer was scared because if it weren't for the protection on the battlefield, Ling Zhen wouldn't have lasted until she got there. Everyone were shocked to see Lin's and Ling Zhen's fight. They barely saw anything. They only saw Senior being instantly killed. A guy said, isn't that way too fast? That Warlock's skill didn't deal damage to Lin Moyu at all. Lin started walking towards Ling Zhen. Ling Zhen was too scared of Lin. He told Lin to don't come closer. He was in too much pain. Even when a divine healer was healing him, Lin told him that he have lost. Ling Zhen thought as long as he can keep his life, points or whatever don't matter. He shouted that he'll pay the amount of points Lin have. Referee announced that Lin Moyu has won the battle. Referee told Ling Zhen that according to the agreement between both parties, Ling Zhen needs to pay 3,500 points to Lin Moyu. What Ling Zhen was shocked to hear, how much he have to pay Lin Moyu. Ling Zhen was shocked. He said, there's no way. How long has it been since Lin came to the academy? How could he have that many points? There must be a mistake. The professor made a scary face and asked Ling Zhen if he is saying that a professor is lying. Ling Zhen immediately realized his mistake. He lowered his head and said, no, that's not what he meant. The professor asked Ling Zhen to hand over his points now. The scared expression on Ling Zhen's face was enough to tell that he didn't have that amount. The professor told Ling Zhen that his total of 128,000 points would be transferred to Lin Moyu first. The remaining points, whether Ling Zhen borrows money or not, must be paid off within 6 months. If Ling Zhen doesn't pay it off, he will be expelled. The professor told Ling Zhen that he knows his background, and the school will personally ask his family for compensation. Lin got 128,000 points from Ling Zhen, and he left from there. He walked past Ling Zhen, who was all shocked and confused. Xiaozhui comes running and asks Lin how did he become so strong. She asked Lin if it's all right if they clear dungeons together in the future. Lin said, sure. Suddenly, Lin received a message on his communication device. It was from Bai Shen. Bai Shen asked Lin to get ready. They will leave in an hour. Lin was surprised. Bai Shen did say that he'll bring Lin to the UN battlefield after the opening ceremony. But Lin didn't expect it to be so quick. Lin left from there. Feng Shu and Wan Ming came to Xiaoshui. She told them that Lin is going to the Yuan battlefield. He's really not going to take a break. When Feng Shu heard the name Yuan battlefield, he said he had heard it's the real battlefield and the front line of the human race. The human race and the abyss have been fighting there for thousands of years. Wan Ming said it's very dangerous there. But there are also many dungeons, secret realms, and opportunities. After Lin left from there, he directly went to the weapon center to sell things. Lin sold the gold-grade equipment for approximately 2 million gold coins. At present, he has 140 skeleton warriors and 70 skeleton mages, so other equipment is not very useful to him. In this moment, Lin is level 22 with an average of 360 strength, physique, and agility. His spirit is at 1700, and he is wearing the Thanatos scythe as a single equipment. Then, both Lin and Bai Shen go to Old Meng. Bai asks him to take both Lin and him to the Yuan battlefield. Old Meng uses his power to teleport them. But before going to the Yuan battlefield, Lin and Bai Shen go to Shenxia Tower. Lin gets excited to see it, and Bai Shen tells Lin to take it slow. Bai Shen knows Lin has 2 chances to enter the tower, but he has to wait till his second evolution before coming here. That way, Lin can gain more here. A spiritual light comes from Shenxia Tower, forming a magic circle to teleport both of them. They arrive at the Yuan battlefield, where a big eye-shaped thing is flying. Lin, who shocks everyone with his talent, is shocked himself after seeing the Yuan battlefield. In front of the gate, many guards are standing. Bai Shen and Lin get teleported in front of that gate. Bai Shen tells Lin that the thing in the sky is called the Demon Watcher, specifically used to monitor the abyss and prevent them from sneaking in. When both of them are going towards the gate, those guards see the badge Bai Shen is wearing, and they stand in respective positions to greet him. Lin is amazed to see Mr. Bai's influence. Bai Shen sees through Lin and laughs, telling him he knows what Lin is thinking. He tells Lin that guards don't care about their identity as long as they have this badge. He says he will get one for Lin in a while. Then Bai Shen takes Lin to the sergeant badge processing office. Bai Shen asks the receptionist to make a sergeant badge for his companion. The receptionist, who was playing games, gets angry when Bai Shen disturbs him. He stands up and asks which mindless bastard is disturbing him. When the receptionist sees the purple 5-star badge of Bai Shen, he immediately changes his attitude and greets the General Bai Shen. The receptionist is under pressure after seeing Bai Shen. Bai asks him to hurry up, saying they are in a rush. The receptionist agrees to do it straight away. Lin gives him his identification card. The receptionist is amazed to see a 5-star Divine General, but is more curious to know who Lin is and how he got the Divine General to personally come here and ask to make a sergeant badge. Lin receives a white badge. Bai Shen says this is a sergeant badge and tells Lin to wear it and not keep it inside his inventory. It can keep count of how many abyssal monsters Lin has killed when he is fighting. White is the lowest rank of private, followed by the black sergeant, silver captain, gold major, and purple general. The stars above represent the military achievements made in this rank, and the more military achievements, the more stars there are. It adopts a 10-star promotion system, so if Lin exceeds 10 stars, he can be promoted 1 level. For Bai Shen's rank, there are no more than 10 5-star Divine Generals in the entire Shenxia Empire. Lin immediately wears the badge, and Bai Shen asks him to let's go, because there's still a place they have to go. The next place they go to is the Hall of Heroes, where many sergeant badges are floating around. Bai Shen tells Lin that this is the place where they worship their ancestors, called the Hall of Heroes, who died on the battlefield as heroes, even after death. They will not return to the heavens and continue to defend the Shenxia Empire with the power of their soul, Bai Shen said. Even after death, I will not return to the heavens and continue to defend the Shenxia Empire with the power of my soul. Shenxia's younger generation, Bai Yiyuan, pleads with the imperial sages to bless his junior. When Bai Shen said those words, the Tower of Destruction, one of Shenxia's 3 divine towers, shone brightly. With it, all the badges also shone, and then Lin's body started glowing. Bai Shen told Lin that the Tower of Destruction has given him his spiritual imprint. A star from Bai Shen's badge disappeared. He told Lin that in this way, even if Lin dies on the Yuan battlefield, they still have a way to resurrect Lin. It can be considered his second life. Lin was too shocked about resurrection. but he was more amazed that Mr. Bai consumed a whole star of merit just to give him a